Frédéric Bastiat is the greatest communicator of basic economics ever in human history. He's unparalleled. My name is Don Boudreau. I'm a professor of economics at George Mason University in Virginia, and I blog at Cafe Hayek. I self-consciously try to model myself on Bastiat, both in the way I teach economics to my students, in my writing style, in my blogging style, in everything I do.
My name is Frédéric Bastiat. I'm a senior research fellow at the Mercatus Center at George Mason University. Very often in my work, if I am trying to find a simple way to explain a pretty simple economic concept, I know that I just need to pick up Bastiat, and he has a good analogy, a good story, a good explanation.
He used both wit and deep insight to make fundamental economics accessible to ordinary men and women.
My name is Nick Tazinski. I'm a second-year graduate student at George Mason University. I'm also a Mercatus Graduate Fellow, and I'm studying economics. I'm studying economics because it's an important lens to look at the world. It's a useful tool to see why some policies are good and why some policies are bad. Whenever I read a policy or regulation, Bastiat is actually in the back of my mind, almost kind of saying, what is the unseen consequence of this? The scene is there, it's on, the pundits talk about it, the politicians talk about it, but the economists are more focused on the unseen.
I mean, the broken window fallacy, I mean, just to this day is something that I think, is relevant. I mean, think about it this way. Each time there's a disaster, a hurricane, an earthquake, anything, our first line of defense as free market economists is to go back to Bastiat and the broken window fallacy.
One of the tales that Bastiat uses is the broken window fallacy. And what happens is that when a window becomes broken, policymakers will say, that's great, we're stimulating the economy, we're creating a job. However, what Bastiat's saying is that's not necessarily true. The unseen to that story is that that money could have been used to buy new shoes or buy a coat. So instead of just having a fixed window, if the window had not been broken, you would have had a window plus another good or service that was more needed.
Bastiat is the goal for me. He set the standard, and the importance of doing what he did and doing it the way he did it just cannot be overemphasized. It's vital.
After I graduate, Bastiat's work will remain with me, whether it be the law, the Candlemaker's petition, the seen that was not seen. All those are important tools to look at policy and decipher what's good and what's bad.
It's really vital that he be even more popular than he is and that his influence grows.
And the works of Bastiat will always be there in the lead, among those of us who champion individual liberty, both as a means to a more prosperous society and as an end in itself.